All right, so we finally have our round 6 feature up, and we have here Hanko Chow, who's playing Satellar Knights, and he topped 32 at YCS Toronto, and he's going against a returning feature match duelist. We have
Dylan
Cram.
Dylan Cram.
No, sorry, that's a different person, but Dylan Cram.
Yes,
Dylan Cram, who
a local duelist, I believe.
Yeah, Dylan Cram went on hiatus for a couple of years. He topped a Toronto regional back in 2012 there within Zectors, strangely enough, back when Firefist and Mermails ruled the land.
And for those of you that are watching, we do not have a Shadow deck in this matchup, so we'll see something interesting.
For once, yeah, we don't have Shadows in this one. Satellars.
The other two
versus Burning Abyss.
Burning Abyss, yes.
Here it is. And this one's for the top 8. Both.
Well, this is an interesting game because this is from table 3, so they're both X1. So the winner of this match is going to take the top 4 spot.
Yep, he's going to have a spot in the top 8 for sure, and the other one's going to have to rely on tiebreakers here.
Absolutely, but what's interesting about this matchup too is that even though that you make top 4, the person who loses will get paired up with someone higher in the top 8 list, and someone who wins is going to versus someone in the lower. So it's better to win this match.
Alrighty.
You want to get paired down.
So we're getting the opening rolls here of the game. And we're just getting ready to start here. Dylan Cram versus Hanko Chow. Hanko Chow, he's always wearing the suit, always wearing that hat, always looking classy every event he goes to. The players are shuffling up there. They're getting ready for their games. Expect this one to be more intense than normal because this is a bubble match in the last round of Swiss.
Winner goes to top 4.
Winner goes to top 4. It can't hold back here. Hanko Chow with Satellar Knights. Dylan Cram running Burning Abyss.
And it's interesting. Dylan's running 3 Ryza in his deck. That's a lot. In the main deck.
3 Ryza?
Yeah. And he's main deck in Max V. A bold move.
Bold
move.
So we're going to have to see. All right, so let's open up game 1. And Dylan Cram is going to start with a set monster and 2 set back rows. Oh, nope. Yep. 2. No, now he's going with 3.
Yes. He's got 15 traps in his deck.
Wow, heavy trap. Hanko Chow opening up with Pot of Duality. He's going to take the Deneb over the, I believe was the bottom Strapple, and Vanity's Emptiness. No, it wasn't a bottom Strapple. Yeah, it was a bottom Strapple. So he gets the Deneb. And I'm presuming he searched for an Altair. No, he got hit with a breakthrough skill, so there's no search with Deneb.
So now
Hanko technically still doesn't know what he's running. He could be running Shadow's or Burning Abyss.
He's going to set 4 and pass.
So Hanko doesn't know what Dylan's playing because a set monster could be Shadow's or Burning Abyss, and now he knows it's Burning Abyss.
So he's going to chain the Vanities.
Vanity's Emptiness, but he's got a Mystical Space Typhoon.
Hanko's thinking he might respond. He's going to play... Oh, he's going to negate the MST.
Alpha. So
draw a card, and then it goes away.
So it's a fact. So the summon will not happen, but Vanities will go because he did have a card go from the field to graveyard, that being the Nova Alpha.
Actually, I think the Vanities Emptiness should stay 1 sec.
So now what is Dylan Cram going to do?
I'm going to talk about that after. I think that Vanities Emptiness doesn't go away because it hasn't resolved yet. He changed it. The resolution of it wouldn't send. So I'm going to stop the match.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, we're going to see if we can get a stoppage and play here. We got to figure out what's with this Vanity's Emptiness deal here. Okay, we're going to figure this out for a second here now. I'm going to see what happened. So what happened was Vanity's Emptiness was played, Typhoon was chained, and then Satella Nova. So yeah, what should happen is at the end of the chain, it will be negated, but then Satella Nova will hit the graveyard. So at the end of the chain, and then Vanities will start a new chain and will destroy itself. So that's what should happen. It was Vanities, Typhoon on the Vanities, negated with Alpha. The chain resolve, Alpha will destroy the Typhoon, draw a card, Typhoon's negated, and then Vanity's Emptiness will kick in, negate the summon of Tour Guide. Then at the resolve the chain, and then Satella Nova Alpha will hit the graveyard, and thus Vanity's Emptiness will activate and send to the graveyard. That should be the scenario in this case, and it seems like that's going to be the case that is going to be happening. So they were right.
Yep, everything was good.
Prevent
shenanigans from happening around in this tournament.
Double checked, and things went on smoothly. So we're going to move on here. So it looks like he flipped up one of his. His Burning Abyss. Looks like it was Skarm. Because he's searching out a Tour Guide. No, not a Skarm. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so it was a Skarm. So there's duality coming off. Now a second one now for Hanko Chow. He's revealing Vanity's Emptiness, Reinforcement of the Army, and Mystical Space Typhoon. Opts to go for the Reinforcement. Accidentally puts it in the graveyard. So he activates the Reinforcement of the Army. What do you think he's going to get?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. So he gets the Altair? Well, we all know he's got a Deneb in gray. Oh, he gets Deneb and searches Altair. Because that last Deneb was hit with a breakthrough skill. So Deneb hits over for 500.
Yeah, the comments are also saying what I said. But, Hanko might know that.
So Dylan's turn now and has to face 3 back rows and a Deneb while he has 2 back rows of his own. So here comes that Tour Guide that he searched out before. Hanko wants nothing to do with that. Solemn warning, and out goes that Tour Guide.
Yep. Dylan doesn't have any options over here. He's
Yep.
set one and pass.
Oh, sets another one and passes. That was his play, and he couldn't make it. So Hanko now. Here comes the Altair. Vanity's Emptiness. I don't think he's going to care that much, but we'll see. That's still at least 2 monsters he's got to stare down. He's going to wiretap it. Back into the deck you go.
And Altair gets to resolve.
Yes. Searches Deneb.
And Altair. Wow.
And another Altair coming on. He's keeping that cycle going. And this is the deadly thing about Satellanites. They just keep recycling and recycling and just spam the field.
It's a really consistent deck, for sure. Replaced a lot of older consistent
Yeah,
decks.
you just need one card to get the deck rolling. And that is Deneb. If you get that one Deneb rolling, the rest
3 Rhoda, 3
happens.
Pod, and you got upstarts.
Yep. So it's easily searchable to get out those Satellars. 15 and 17,
Yep.
so 32 down. And now it looks like he's going to exceed up here. Looks like for the Deltaros, as he's stacked on 3.
So hopefully the summon is...
It's assuming it's going to be. Is it?
He can't
The Book
chain,
of Moon,
He
Oh,
can't chain in response of
he
the
can't do it.
summon.
And then because
Yeah,
he can't do it in response to it and then he'll retain priority to be able to activate that effect. So, but
he's
he'll
in a
chain Book of Moon. But he will chain the Book of Moon.
Yeah, he's in a very tough position.
And he passes. Still in good position for Hanko, and Dylan's already now against the wall.
As long as Hanko can maintain like a +1 or 2 every turn, he might eventually just win. And that's the whole point, is to try to maintain more advantage over your opponent.
And I don't know what he wants to draw to get out of it. So he gets the Mathematician.
The Mathematician.
So let's see what that's going to do for him. Is that good?
He already got 2 Tour Guides, so Skarm would kind of be mediocre. Oh, look at him, he's smiling at the camera.
So let's see what he's going to search out. One couldn't visibly see. It looks like a graph.
ASN graph.
Sound
Oh,
like
no, it was Sir.
Oh,
Sir
I got the
came
Sir.
in, and then he brought back
It looked like
Skarm,
graph.
and now Skarm dies.
So he's
And
going to search. He's going to search the tour guide. Ah,
With his
yes.
1 back row.
It's hard to tell with those cards.
And he
The
chained
Burning
Call
Abyss
of Hide
cards.
on the end phase.
Yep.
So he's going to get the Deneb search.
Altair Deneb. Once again, that power play from the
Vega.
Satellos. So he's getting
Searching
Vega.
Vega.
Like I said, it's really hard to see those Burning Abyss cards from this camera angle. It's hard to tell. So, call the Haunted End phase for Deneb, gets a Vega. So Deltaros now gets flip summoned. And now he's going to activate the effect
to destroy the mathematician.
Destroy the mathematician. He's not allowing that draw.
That is going through.
That's a smart play. So here
Summoning
comes that Vega.
Summoning Deneb.
Summon Altair, and Dylan wants nothing
field.
of it. He's just scooping up.
Yeah.
Hanko wins a convincing Game 1 against Dylan Cram. One more, and he's going to be advancing to the top 8.
Well, let's just see how the side deck affects this game. So,
take a look here.
for Dylan and the Burning Abyss, we have Caius Mobius, Light Imprisoning Mirror, but he doesn't play any Stormforth. Okay, so there's 2 of them actually, Monarch Stormforth. Its appearance, Trap Stun.
But that Thunder King is definitely that he has sided. He's going to definitely want to side that in. He doesn't want that search with Deneb, so I can see Thunder King going in there. Not to mention, it's 19 attack, and it beats over every single Satellar that he has. So expect him to side in Thunder King against him.
Absolutely.
He also has a Dark Hole sided in there. So does that mean he has... Does he have a Regeki main?
He's maining a Regeki.
He is maining a Regeki, because I would hope so if he's siding a Dark Hole. On the flip side of it, we have Hanko Chow now.
Regeki will be interesting against Satellar Knights. For sure, Dark Hole.
It's actually, Regeki's actually good against Satellar Knights, yes. Actually. So now, on the flip side...
hopefully what we've been talking about earlier this morning. About
yes,
Regeki
we did say
in the
about
Satellar
Regeki.
matchup, and hopefully now that we actually have this feature match, we might be able to see that.
Let's see. On the flip side, now let's see Hanko Chow. Let's see what he's got here. Max C can definitely help against the Burning Abyss. They do special summon a lot. Thunder King also can help as well. He's got a Soul
Thunder
Drain.
King and that can really hurt that.
Expect a Soul Drain coming against Burning Abyss. One of the Achilles heels.
In Satellar Knights. He's not. Is he playing any Dimensional Prison? Or?
Yeah, he has 2 mains. Surprising factor, he's got Imperial Custom set.
That's continuous trap cards.
Yeah, that's the card that you cannot destroy any continuous trap cards except for Imperial Custom.
So you can just send cards like you can summon the ukulele, send your Deneb, and it'll still work. Vanities.
So he can have Vanity's Emptiness still up in the field and have Imperial Custom prevent emptiness from destroying itself. So really smart thinking if he can actually get that off.
Save your Call to Haunted to the Chain MST. You play it.
And not to mention he has Soul Drain as well. That's another continuous trap card. That's a floodgate against Burning Abyss.
Imperial Custom.
And Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So
it could be a dead draw though in some games.
It can be, but he's going to probably side in 3 of those continuous trap cards, being Shadow Mirror, not Breakthrough Skill, Vanity's Emptiness, and Soul Drain to match with that Imperial Custom. So he's going to have a lot. Not to mention it protects his Call of the Haunted as well, so that can't get hit with the end phase.
So Imperial Custom, that'll be interesting.
So a very surprising tech. Actually, a very smart one at that.
Hanko Chow likes to play cards that are like under the radar.
Yeah,
no one uses.
Let's see if it pays off. Yeah. I'm willing he's going to side that in against Burning Abyss, and it's going to pay off.
I wonder how many games actually won that in order to get to this point in round 6.
Yeah, you really have to wonder how much work that Imperial Custom is going to put into. But you got to be careful because, as we all know, that the Burning Abyss likes to side. They like to main a bunch of cards that you have to pay a cost to discard, like Phoenix Windblast, Karma card, Regeki Break. So you got to watch out for that. You don't want that Imperial Custom going back to the top of your deck because it's a sitting duck. And he does have 3 Phoenix Wing Windblast in the main deck. So be careful, Hanko Chow, if you're going to side in that Imperial Custom.
Interesting. He's only playing 1 rank up Astral Force. A lot of the decks play like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it sounds as if he just wants to mill it and get it over with. And if he wants it, he can just draw it, which is not a bad call. You can either go 1 or 2. And have that philosophy.
That main deck Mind Crush, that would hurt him a lot.
Mind Crush will definitely hurt Hanko, but luckily for him, he didn't. That was not seen by Dylan. So we're going to open up Game 2. Hanko Chow won Game 1, and we're going to see what Dylan Cram can do to retort against Hanko Chow.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything really good. I think he was talking about the misplay. When he realized it was open game state and it was a open moon, he could have just killed the other card.
All right, so here we go. Dylan Cram, open up a tour guide.
And Hanko Chow, looks like he chained a Max C.
Max C. He doesn't want that Dante coming out, and who can blame him?
So Dylan's play is to just probably summon a Skarm and You can make a Don. Oh, he's gonna Skarms. He's gonna draw a card. Dylan doesn't necessarily have to make an exceed, but he's going to do it anyway because he feels like it's necessary for this matchup.
He's going to make this
so
safer play.
Hanko's going to draw another card, which is extremely dangerous in this matchup because now Hanko's able to draw into all of his floodgates. Potential
It's a very dangerous move
he's drawing
indeed.
2 before his draw phase and before the Nev Surge.
Yep. So he's going to go to the Dante. He's going to
mill
He
3.
will mill the 3. 1.
Or just 1.
Just 1. Just Typhoon.
Cool.
Looks like he doesn't want to risk maybe special summoning
And
anything
Dylan
else.
is just going to set 1 and pass, I believe. Unless he's searching for Tour Guide on the end phase, yep.
And Phase is going to search for that
So
Tour
Hanko
Guide.
draws for turn, and now he has 7, I believe.
He wants to get set up for the next turn. Yeah, he has 7 cards now because he discarded 1 to put him down to 4, drew 2 to 6, and now he's drawing for his turn to go to 7.
He has an Alpha in hand. Call the Haunted.
Let's
and
see.
Vega.
Yeah, we see a Vega for sure. Let's see if we're right about that Imperial Custom coming out to play eventually in this duel. We may or may not see it, but let's see if he actually sighted it in.
So Hanko could actually go into a turn 1 Vega and get the Nim Surge.
He could. He actually could.
Oh, he has Rhoda.
And what he does afterwards. So he will go to Vega first turn. So he's going to try to special summon 1 from the hand, and let's see if Dylan has a response. It seems like he might have a response. He's not sure yet. I almost want to get to the Book of Moon he has set. So
Ukulele.
So he's going to send 1 from the deck to the grave, and that's going to be Satellar Deneb. So where does he go from here? Probably we're going to see a visit from Castell.
Yep.
There it is.
First time we saw Castell this today.
Yeah. I think we saw it once before. I'm not sure.
Maybe this is the second time.
But Castell, the new rank 4 XC that's just been wreaking havoc all over the place.
He sets 4.
He sets 4 himself. I believe he swung for 2,000, and that's not a good situation already for Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan.
But we know he's got a Tour Guide in his hand. There's the draw.
Looks like he drew a Mathematician. He has a Foolish Burial.
Or Foolish Burial in there too.
Stormforth.
Oh, that's what it looks like he has.
Oh,
and that looks like that's what's going to be played. So tribute. Here comes the Mobius. The Mobius. Look at is the Mobius successful in the summon?
Oh.
Does he allow it? Yeah. So 2 are going to get bumped. What are those 2? I hope there's something helpful.
It better be a Call to Haunted so we can't chain it.
Hanko.
He
will bottomless.
Wow.
Wow.
Call
the Haunted's 1, and it looks like it's a reinforcement of the army.
Wow.
He set a bluff reinforcement. Wow.
Now he only has 2 cards.
Yep. Wow. What a play there for Dylan Cram.
Mobius.
Leveling out the playing field, and now he has 2 cards over his opponent. Now
pass.
1 after Hanko draws.
He has another reinforcement of the army. So there goes
there's the big draw right there.
The Altair.
He's definitely going to get an Altair, and that's what he's searching out.
Yep.
Probably going to summon that and get Deneb. Ho ho. Hanko's going to continue on unfettered, despite the big play, and he's going to go into Deneb. Deneb's going to search.
Google search.
Another Altair. There's the cycle, and this is where Satellar Knights get vicious and deadly. Recycling over and over and over and spamming.
Woohoo.
Attacks for 17.
1,700.
He's going to have to take that.
So he does have the Mathematician in here.
Yeah, we do see a Mathematician in Dylan's hand, which presumably could be summoned next turn. But he has a Tour Guide, too, so we don't know yet. But he's definitely going to exceed into this afterwards.
He could go into Emerald.
He could go to Digestoroma. You are correct.
Or Gandiva.
He's going to get Heroic Champion Gandiva.
So you could detach a material and negate the special summon of a level 4 lower monster.
And that, my friends, is going to be very difficult for Dylan Cram to get over.
Which is very smart against the Burning Abyss matchup because they already used their effect to special summon themselves.
Absolutely. They're all built on special summoning themselves to the field and then going on afterwards. And he already burned a Monarch Stormforth. So there's 1 out. That's gone. So he's got to find some way to get that off. If he has another one, that would be awesome. He has a Mathematician. At least help out.
And I think a Tour Guide.
Yes, he does have a Tour Guide because we know he has a Tour Guide already.
Did he drop a turn?
I don't know yet. No, he is not. And there's his turn.
And It's a
I think it's a trap card. We couldn't see it. It could be Vanity's Emptiness, but we couldn't see very well what it was. Or maybe a solemn warning. Or a compulsory evacuation device. It's one of those three. I couldn't tell. It's a solemn warning.
Too late, though.
Too little, too late is right. He's going to have the need of that for next turn. So Dylan Cram faced with the situation here.
Well, he's playing Shadow Dragon.
Oh, Dylan Cram playing Shadow Dragon.
Copy.
Wow.
He could have sided it out.
So there's a Mystical Space Typhoon.
So there's the traps.
Get rid of the traps done there. Not too important, all things considered at the moment. So he will summon Tour Guide.
Yeah.
Activate the effects. He's opting to go with Tour Guide over Mathematician. What do you think of that? Do you think I almost think I would have summoned Mathematician over that, but we'll see.
Well, the things with Mathematician, I don't know what I would send. Everything would just die when he came into board.
Yeah, it would just.
With Tour Guide, now he has something on board, and he forced him to detach. And he will get the search off of.
Well, he can still detach off whatever he special summons.
Yes.
Off with that Mathematician.
Yep.
He can still special summon again. So
yeah.
I question that play because Mathematician could have done the exact same thing, and be a floater when it's on the board.
Mathematician could have sent a dragon to kill the back row, and now you have a guy who, if you tap over, you draw a card, saving your MSC for something crazier. Like, I don't know.
Call on. Yeah, any of those floodgates. You cannot. I hope Dylan can know that those typhoons are critical for floodgates, and if Hanko can draw a floodgate against him, there'll be problems for Dylan.
Warning doesn't do anything.
So he does negate. So he does stop the summon of one of the Burning Abyss monsters.
He would have had to have another Burning Abyss card in his hand.
Yeah, does he have another one? And I don't. And looks like it. He doesn't. He can play a Foolish Barrel though, but that's not really going to help him because if he just special summons it, it's going to get taken down again. So he's going to set two cards, one of them being a bluff. Yep, Warning and Foolish, and one of them's a bluff, and he's going to search with the Scarm. He's got another Tour Guide, and he's going to pray.
Yeah, if you're in that situation, you just have to play like that and hope he doesn't draw it out.
Yeah. Play it like you got it.
He should have an Altair, I think. But
so he's going to attack fearlessly and 11 off him. He's going to summon Altair. Will he warning?
He could warning that actually.
Will he? Altair. Activate. Target.
He's just looking at his target.
Yep. So the summon is successful. Will he activate effect? He will. Target's in it, but the warnings.
So that it's a successful normal summon.
Yes.
And it does set one pass.
Set one pass.
Pay 2,000. So let's see what he draws.
So he's got that Foolish now.
He's got the Foolish. So
which he will have to play.
He's going to send
Shadow Dragon. Wow.
And
there's the wiretap. And once again, maybe not all that important, all things considered. Because we don't know what he drew exactly, so I don't know if it's a spell or trap. And there's that math. Activates the effect.
He has honest.
Oh.
Or not honest,
no,
sorry.
Honest.
What did he have in hand? I think he's that Scarm.
Yeah, it's really hard to make out the Burning Abyss cards with that glare, and it's so small. We can't really tell what Burning Abyss cards that are being sent to the graveyard here.
It was Scarm, because I think he's searching on the end.
He's searching, he could be special summoning.
Dog. It's going to hand. He's going to end his turn. Alright. Hanko drew into the burn for 1,000.
Alsham. Can sell Alsham. It's going to burn him for 1,000. That's not something he wants to see.
So he's taking 3K from the warning and that,
yep.
plus all of the...
Ooh, compulsory evacuation.
That helped him a lot.
Absolutely it did.
He's not going to attack that because it's too small. I think it's 14.
It is too small indeed. Cram can possibly take over.
Dylan has the Tour Guide option.
But he's got to remember, he can go to a rank 3 exceed, fine. He can take over, and he drew a breakthrough skill. That also is going to help out.
Breakthrough skills.
He has the max. Oh, but he has a max to the Tour Guide, so he can at least get some cards back. And you got to wonder, is he going to special summon after this as well?
He drew an
there it is. Attack for 16.
And an attack for 15.
15 and 1,000. Wow. What a great guy. And to think, he used all the Shaddoll Dragons to take out all his back row hate. Wiretap, the trap's done, and
So the
let him
breakthrough's
free to
skill.
and let him free to activate that compulsory evacuation device. And now he has a set breakthrough skill, which Hanko Chow
drew.
doesn't know.
He drew Altair off the Maxi.
Oh.
I think he's gonna try and use the burn and then try to use.
Yeah.
How much life does he have?
I don't know exactly offhand, but Hanko
That would
Chow.
suck. You know, summon that, take 1,000, then Gagaga for 8.
Yep. Oh, but Hanko Chow, unfortunately,
Yeah.
is going to be in for a rude awakening, knowing that that set is a breakthrough skill.
We want to see a game 3. The
Hanko,
breakthrough's so good.
yes, Hanko Chow now in trouble. He doesn't know it yet.
So there's the Altair.
There's it, and
he
there
has
it
the
is,
breakthrough
right
skill.
there.
He's
So he's
just
got to
gonna
attack the tour guide, which is the smart thing to do.
Yep.
But
And
now he has to stare down.
our trap's done.
So I got a trap stun. So
Yeah.
go to Adante here. He does have another Burning Abyss card in his hand as well, but I'm going to see what happens. Dylan Cram now turn this game on his head.
Dylan's been able to play cards now. Yeah, he's probably going to go into Dante. He doesn't have to. I mean,
That's probably his best choice because he is he is holding another Burning Abyss card in his hand, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a rank up Magic anywhere. So
So
yeah,
Dante-
he is going to Dante. As
and he's going to use the effect to detach.
Yep.
And
it's
send
probably 3. 1,
So
2,
Scarm,
3. There's a
Lightning.
Lightmare Phoenix Wind
So
Blast.
he gets 2 triggers.
And looks like a Scarm.
And it looks like Seer is going to summon Graph from the grave.
Special
Or
summon
he's going to
defense.
summon, of Scarm.
Yep.
2k defense is pretty big.
2K defense.
So he will get
Is a
first
good
one
defender.
hand
Is a good defender.
And
And
he's
is
gonna
going to normal summon.
Graph. He can make another rank 3 play.
And he will. Another-
Engineer?
Or another Dante? Let's see. We'll see. And he can go to Downer Magician right after all this is done.
Oh, he could attack directly with the shark.
Nightmare Shark. He could go Nightmare Shark. But I don't.
I think what he's going to do in main phase 2 is he's going to make Downer Magician on one of them.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's going to go to that second
Another
Dante.
Dante.
And he will activate that second Dante. There's a Light Mirror, a Thunder King. The Thunder King, as I
Ryza.
said. And a Ryza. So he still kept in his Monarchs against him. Interesting.
It looks like he sent us here. He is.
So now he's staring down 2 Dantes against a lone Altair.
The $200 field.
Doesn't feel good to be on the receiving end of that.
Hanko's smiling. I think they're having fun.
Hanko's always got a smile on his face. He's having fun. Look at him go. So,
Boom.
there's the attack. Oh, he fakes the honest.
That would have been funny.
honest.
Oh,
Oops. Don't want to let
And
that get away.
25
So he
in
does
face.
attack for a total of 33.
so he should be searching for one of the Scarms on the end phase. He doesn't. He has the trap stun in his hand, so he's gonna probably go into one Downer Magician.
Yep, he's going to 1.
You
Will he
don't
go
think
to a
he's
second?
Oh, is it
No,
two?
he's going to 2.
He's going into 2 to guarantee the effects when they fall off.
He's like, I don't care. I'm
They're
going to
big. They're
double
20
Downer
they're
Magician.
27, right?
200 per material. 200 per material, so 25.
25.
Yeah, there's 2 materials, I believe, on both of them. Because he summoned them both that turn. So, Hanko Chow now
Hanko Chow.
on the defensive,
Heartland Draco for a game.
looking pretty grim, and he's going to
see.
scoop and going to game
So we're going
2.
to game 3, guys.
It looked like Hanko had control of it right off the bat with that Gandiva, but Dylan showing some resilience and he is able to fight it off.
It all changed with the Stormforth.
The Stormforth of the Mobius was a big thing, and then
Mobius was so huge.
being able to draw that compulsory evacuation device.
Forcing the bottomless and the 2 other cards to go.
Yeah, and he hit a bluff reinforcement of the army. That was pretty dangerous, pretty bold.
He did that on the
So in the signing again, we still haven't seen that. I predicted Imperial Custom. We did see the Thunder King on the end of Dylan, but that was milled. And that is one downside though to running a deck that does mill a lot when it comes to game 2. You can see what was milled, and more the deck is revealed to your opponent, so they know what is being revealed, what they're sided in against. and they have a better understanding what to play around. We really didn't see a whole lot of cards in a side deck on the side of Hanko Chow.
It's part of the biggest thing in this game is side decking, and I know from experience playing at locals, many of the newer players, they don't know how to side. They're like, what do I do? And probably the easiest thing to tell them is like, if you're gonna side deck trap cards, you want to go first, because if you draw them, then you can suck them. But if you go second and you still have some of those trap cards, they're either going to be dead or you can't play them fast enough. But cards like Maxi and Baylor are super important because you can play them on either player's turn, and if you're going second or first, you have them in your hand. And preferably you want to side them for like game 2 or 3, right? And you going second. So it's important to know which cards based on how you can play it in the game. And that was the easiest thing you can teach a new player. Yeah. It's like how to side certain cards over cards that may not help. For instance, the Mind Crush is super, super important. He hasn't seen any yet. But, I mean, if he goes first and he has a Trap Stun, that Mind Crush may not help. But you never know. And
it's a major skill to be able to side, too. You can't side too many cards, and you have to sacrifice consistency for tech. Yeah. And it's a major skill that's involved in the game. Very underrated indeed. The only side deck card we've seen though from Hanko is Max C. So he could do packs and some tricks still.
Before when we first started the new format, when all of the traps went to 1, people were trying to make decks as consistent as they could. But with all the 1-ofs, there was so much room for improvement, and it was crazy.
Well, now let's see what kind of surprises.
Hanko opens up with Deneb and searches for Altair, I believe, right?
Yes, he did.
And maybe he'll set 3.
We'll see how many he's going to set here. Got to expect some surprises here because not a lot has been revealed here on the side of Hanko Chow and as far as side deck goes. But there are a bunch of main deck cards that Dylan hasn't been able to play yet.
Yes, it is.
So with a set back row, Hanko passes, and Dylan's going to start off with a tour guide, and that's going to resolve.
So tour guide gets Skarm.
Your normal basic play. He was going to go right into the Dante. Oh no, that's a Ghost Trick Alucard.
So Alucard is going to get rid of a wiretap.
Oh, it's a wiretap. Do you think he has a rank up magic in his hand?
Well, rank up magic would be... It wouldn't really be ideal because he can't steal anything. There wasn't anything engraved.
Oh, he just simply attacks over the Deneb.
Just attack and set.
So just
now, if he has protection, he can kill some more back rows.
It's true, 3 back rows,
so
and he searches the tour guide.
Not play anything or bluff something. He can kill the monster too if he sets it.
That's true. So 3 cards set. It looks like he's feeling very confident so far. A 3 set back row and an Alucard.
Dylan is comfortable with Alucard because he hasn't seen any artifacts yet, so he knows that the back rows shouldn't be any moral text or
no, he can
constructs.
He can be more liberal in being able to destroy all the set cards.
Yep. That's why Mobius was so huge.
Yeah, and then that was a huge move on the part. So now he gets reinforced in the army to search out a Vega.
He can Vega Altair.
He can. But let's see what he's going to do.
He's probably just going to summon Altair, but he might summon Vega. One of the 2 options. Stormforth Mobius would be funny.
Having to stare down an Alucard.
There's the Vega.
There's the Vega.
So Dylan looks like... Nope, there's no response. So Altair...
Altair.
What's he going to do?
Altair?
He's going to warning the Altair.
So much for breathing a sigh of relief. Now he's
letting him summon. So now he's going to have to play 50-50 unless he has an MST.
It's a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast.
He's going to Phoenix the top
just going to be as troublesome.
Oh, this is going to be
special
rough.
Summon gets destroyed, and now he's going to make a search. And then he can use that Alucard to destroy the other side.
Destroy the back row. So what a good play on Dylan's part.
Dylan
could take this match.
Coming back with a vengeance.
He stopped the Altair play.
He did. He did indeed. And
so
now he's going to
eliminate
going for the kill.
The threats.
Obviously, and there's that Alucard. It's a trap stun.
He's going to play it.
So he's going to play it so that way he can't activate any trap cards if that's something that could possibly help him.
He has the Mobius in his hand.
Yeah, he does have a Mobius in his hand, but looks like he's going to go with another tour guide.
Tour guide. Yep.
And we'll go to a second tour guide. So activating tour guide. Hanko clearly not in a fantastic position at this point in time.
Now he'd probably go into a graph would probably be a good choice.
Fiddling with his grave, yeah, so we can get another search. Why not? And he's going to get it. Thinking. And definitely not a situation Henko wants to be in right now. This
Nope.
game fell apart so fast. It's unfortunate. Dylan made the right call going to Alucard, and that
Yes.
decision could very well be the game.
So Dante's going to mill 3, mathematician, compulsory, and another mathematician.
So here comes the special summon, and it's
the
going to be
detached
destroyed.
effect of. It was Graf. Graf summoned Seer. Seer died.
25 over the Vega.
So
That
that
Alucard.
25 and 18, and now he goes to defense.
What
Wow.
a good call.
He could
of
go
Alucard.
into Downer Magician in main phase
He
2.
could choose to, but he's
There,
there. It
both
is.
of them.
Both.
They're big too.
Do you think he possibly started out rank out Magic because of that? If he's going to liberally go to Downard like that?
I think the reason why people go into Downer is because they're afraid of like Dante getting rid of the board without getting its effect. So
Yeah.
by putting it as a material, it's going to fall off, and you're going to get its effect guaranteed.
So there's a
Unless they have
Typhoon.
like a macros or something.
So he gets hit with a Typhoon and summons
So-
Deneb. And
Yeah.
he's going to scoop up, and
He's
that's
gonna
it.
scoop up.
Dylan Cram makes the comeback and is able to take down Hanko Chow,
The comeback
moving
here.
on to top 8
So
with
this is
Burning
the third
Abyss.
upset as in a feature match.
Quite so many upsets today. We've
Both
had
hang
3
losers,
so far. Wow. And Dylan Cram able to scoop up the
Oh.
victory. He's going to top 8. He's making some money back.
Yeah, he's making his cash. There we go.
And then Hanko Chow has to pray for his tiebreakers.